And welcome back everybody to another TeamLiquid StarLeague number 9 regional qualifier. Of course, we are here with Taiwan, Hong Kong. I'm of course your host, Light VIP, and with me is the one, the only, the infamous Terran. Welcome everyone, welcome the casting cat, AsherBro. Were you holding that in the entire time?
I was holding my breath. It was charging up.
Oh god, welcome Asher, welcome. We were supposed to cast yesterday. Things kind of fell through, but I'm happy to have you on.
Yeah, I was a little disappointed that we didn't get to cast China because I was hoping to pick up some new builds from Coffee, to be honest. But this is a really fun region as well, so I'm really looking forward to this one. And do you want me to just go ahead and introduce the first player?
Go for it, mate. Go for it.
Alright, so spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, playing for the Juggernauts, it is the Blue Zerg, GogojOey.
And spawning in the top right-hand corner of Tropical Sacrifice ESL, we have the Taiwanese Terran player himself. He is red, representing Clan Rush. It is Naxin.
Good morning, lad. How was your sleep?
Mate, I was so dead. After the North American broadcast. Like, by the time I hit the 4th PvP in a row, like my brain started dying on me, and I couldn't handle it. Asher. I couldn't handle it.
It's okay, puppy. My brain dies on the first PvP. Once it gets past the first 2 units, it's just all a mystery to me. The buildings they come down in some order. Things happen, you know.
Shake it. Thankfully, I don't think that's going to happen here. Before we get too ahead of ourselves, could you move the mic a little bit closer? Because there's
yes.
there is a little bit of an echo going on. I think because you're far away. Oh god.
Is this better?
Oh yes. Oh,
all right, good.
Beautiful. But yeah, I was gonna say that everyone should exclamation B in the chat if you guys want to have a look at the bracket. We are missing some Protoss players, which is a little bit sad, but also does mean that your typical PvPs that we get in this region aren't really gonna be a thing.
Yeah, normally I'd be pretty happy to hear that there wouldn't be PvPs, but to be honest, the PvPs in this region are insane. I mean, this is the region of Nice and Haas, which have the most crazy, awesome PvPs that I've ever seen. So, a little bit disappointing, but yeah, we've got a really good game shaping up already here. We've got Naxin starting off with a reactor first, so possibly looking to be a little bit aggressive and safe as well with his lack of scouting.
Yeah, so what I would say is that this is really bold of Naxin because like to not go for a Reaper Scout against GogojOey, like I know if Azure was here, he'd be calling Naxin crazy right now, like because in this matchup I feel like GogojOey is known for like these Reaper pushes or these Roach pushes or Roach rushes. So yeah, very very confident play from Naxin.
Yeah, this is an opening that can get you into quite a bit of trouble against some early aggressive builds, such as early Bane pressures or Roach pressures, but it looks like gone for a bit of a coin flip and it's paid off so far. The opening's quite favourable for him.
Yeah, GogojOey, nothing special from his side. He did just go for a hatch gas pool, going for his 3rd base on time at a regular time as well, so everything is looking pretty standard from him, which I'm happy to see because, you know, TvZ, it's a great matchup, it's a beautiful matchup, and oh my god, it looks like Naxin already going to catch an Overlord in the middle of the map.
Yeah, I love these move outs with the 6 Marines, and he is able to do this move out a little bit later than usual, more safely because of the backup with the Hellions. So he's not going to get in too much trouble if there were a lot of Lings on the way. And nice little pressure coming out here already.
Yeah, a lot of Lings already being shaved off, a lot of damage on one of the Queens. There's not enough energy for Transfuse, but Naxin looks like he doesn't want to lose too many of his Marines here. Of course, he wants to keep them alive as long as possible, go for that follow-up push, and behind this, he is going for a Banshee.
Yeah, so Cloak Banshees along with the Hellions looking for some very aggressive multi-prong pressure to start the game out, and I really like this, just kind of opening up the series by taking it to him.
Yeah, exactly. Already a lot of Lings being cleaned up. I say that a couple of Marines do end up falling, but of course the Hellions still maintain their presence here. None of them have gone down. They're still here to poke and prod. But what's important is that GogojOey did also get the scout off as well. He's aware that Banshees are going to be coming out.
Yeah, very important scout there, and you can see him already starting to reposition these queens. So the queens were being dragged away from the main, but you see these spores are perfectly on time, and he shouldn't have too much trouble against this.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I say that, but no spore here.
Yeah, no spore here at the third base. So 2 drones already going down, maybe even a third. So far, the Banshee actually finding a surprising amount of damage. And even here at the natural, the spore isn't done yet.
Yeah, already 3 drones and denying all the mining at that third base. Really nice start so far from Naxin. Loving this build that's coming out from him.
Yeah, exactly. It's one of those things where GogojOey may have gotten an early scout off of the 1-1-1 timing, but he was maybe a little bit too distracted because of the Hellions, because of the Marines, so he wasn't able to throw down his spores on time.
Yeah, absolutely. And these reactor openings where you start off with 6 Marines, it's something that you see Beyond do quite a lot, where he has a lot of builds that start all the same way. So I would be interested to see if Naxin uses this later in the series to try to hide something like a 3 racks or something more aggressive like that.
Yeah. I mean, so far, that's exactly what's happening here, as in more racks are being thrown down. We do have a third CC, though, behind this, so, okay, it's not going to be like any kind of crazy, weird all-in. Things are kind of settling from here. Now, GogojOey maintains his map control. He cleaned up the majority of those Hellions. The Banshees still pose a bit of a threat, but, yeah, a nice start here for Naxin, I would say.
Yeah, not too bad at all, but we do see the supplies are actually a little bit in favor of the Zerg here, so I do suppose that with an opening like this, you do have to get a reasonable amount of damage with the Banshees to be even with the Zerg.
Yeah, and we'll see if he can get a little bit more. Already forcing a cancel, not bad. Off the 4th base.
Very nice there, and he will pick up an extra drone for his troubles as well. So what do you think about this map so far from what you've seen in TvZ Light? I know you've casted this map a lot more than I have.
Yeah, it's really interesting. I do think that this third base location can be relatively easy to hold for the Terran. Like, there's a lot of ramps, there's a lot of choke points to make use of. I have seen a lot of difficulties when it comes to players expanding towards either the north or the south. It can be really difficult to hold on, especially if the Zerg player can bounce between the 2 bases and have that map control. But before that happens, the wall, mate, is not a wall.
The wall is not a wall. You can check that one off your CranKy Ducklings bingo card. And this is, yeah, really awkward to deal with for Naxin. You can see his he was looking to move out with a double drop at this time, and this is such a huge disruption. These kind of momentum plays can really put you in trouble as the Terran. And
yeah, exactly, like 20 workers going down. That's a surprising amount of damage being done here, all in the natural base. This shouldn't be happening. It wasn't supposed to happen, and now suddenly GogojOey is going to be far ahead in the workers. I was afraid to look, but Naxin is down to 38 SCVs.
Yeah, and something like this, you can see that GogojOey is just using his momentum as well to keep stacking on the damage, stacking on the pressure, and this is a really difficult position to be in as a Terran.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, at least not too many workers were lost here, but again, it does force Naxin to stay at home. I'm sure he would have loved to have moved out with his medevacs, with his mines a long time ago, but now he's kind of stuck at home. It does take a bit of a risk here. He lifts literally everything up and goes across the map. It does expose his base, though.
Yeah, this is a pretty wild move, and I'm very worried for him. His wall is not finished, and GogojOey has a huge attack coming in here. I guess he feels that he's all in at this point, but this is going to be very difficult to hold on to.
Yeah, exactly. Lean Bane rolls in once again, and all these SCVs. Oh my god, no!
Huh?
Oh god, the Banelings barely don't connect, but eventually they will. Baneling speed does finish up just in time. At the same time, Naxin is going across the map, and again, I guess he hopes to maybe try and end the game with this push. We'll see if he can.
Yeah, this is kind of a wild move while Rome burns at home. This is only the 4th base that he's managed to pick off so far, and considering the economy of GogojOey, I don't think it's going to be too difficult for him to amass a force that can deal with this.
Exactly, as Banelings roll on in, they find their connections. The splits were half decent, but that is not going to be good enough whatsoever. GogojOey, he will defend, and as you said, Rome, it's still burning.
And GG is called. So pretty interesting opening coming out there from Naxin, but just that one mistake with the wall is enough to spiral things out of control for him.
Yeah, it's a shame because like I was really happy to see him do well with like his initial Banshee and like even the initial Marine push as well. Like things were looking pretty good for him. It did just kind of come down to that one mistake where everything just spiraled.
Yeah, the wall has got to be a wall.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Ay, ay, ay. But yeah, GG, well played. Naxin will take a lead in this series. Sorry, GogojOey will take a lead in this series. And speaking of GogojOey, I want to give a massive shout out to his team owner, Calibre, in the chat. He is subscribing for 7 months in a row. Thank you so much. If you don't know, Calibre in the chat, he is the owner of the Juggernauts.
Ooh, awesome. Very cool. Good to have him here.
Exactly. He's here supporting his players, supporting his boys. And again, they're going to need your support. Beastork and GogojOey are both here in this bracket, but there is only one spot, only one chance to actually make it through and qualify for TSL.
Yeah, these TSL qualifiers so far have been brutal, to be honest. There's some pretty stacked lineups, especially for some of the smaller regions, and with only one spot, sometimes even just bracket luck can be a huge factor in how likely you are to qualify.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the double elimination format does help a little bit, but even then, like your chances are kind of in the hands of the admins and the seeding as well. It's just so brutal that there is only one qualifier as opposed to some other regions that have multiple qualifiers.
What are you trying to say here, like?
I'm not saying anything. I don't know what you're talking about.
Alright, so coming into this series 1-0 now with a lovely first game there. This is the Juggernauts player, the Blue Zerg, GogojOey.
And spawning in the top right-hand corner of Stargazer's ESL, we have the red Taiwanese Terran representing Clan Rush. It is Naxin.
Alright, I'm very excited to see this map. I actually haven't seen very much of this map at all. So is that a full base that you have as your back base though?
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Ooh, very interesting.
This is not like Moondancer where it's like 60% of a base. You know, we have an entire base here, but it's also a little bit vulnerable. You know, there's a watchtower that can keep an eye on things, short rushes and spy air. This is a really peculiar map, and the entire NA qualifier, we cast a lot of games. We saw this map like twice. Like,
yeah,
people aren't doing it.
I could understand definitely players that might not be as familiar with this map, not really wanting to play something so weird, but I'm hoping that with Taiwan being the kind of region that it is, that these players are going to have some special strategies in store for some weird maps like this.
Oh yeah, I would hope so. I've already seen a couple of things. I've seen Beyond expand here very quickly, where he throws down his CC, and as it's morphing into an orbital, he just mines out the mineral patches and just floats it over. I've seen people proxy each other in their own bases. So if you don't check, if a probe wanders into your base, and if you don't check, then you can get proxy dark shrined. It has happened.
Okay, good to know. Good to know. When these maps hit ladder in 2024, I'll be very, very careful for that.
Feels bad, man. Oh god, I've even seen a proxy here actually, in the top kind of like ledge corner as well. It's
wow.
It's terrifying.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, it's terrifying, man. It's terrifying. But yeah, as you're saying, a very quirky map, but interesting here so far. No one is looking to touch any of these pocket bases. Not yet. Not yet.
Yeah, seeing another kind of interesting opening coming out from Naxin. I believe this was a gas first, so we should be seeing some fast Hellions coming out from him. And interesting. This could be a Hellbat push or something like that. Definitely looks like it'll be something aggressive. Yeah,
once again, he skipped the Reaper. Once again, he's... Oh, I mean, he did go Marine first this time, I suppose. But yeah, not really worried too much about what GogojOey's doing. More concerned with executing his own build right now. As a result, the Lings do get across map, forcing a little bit less spine time, but with these Hellions and Marines, he should be able to maintain control of his side of the map. And, oh my god, he's going for a Widowmine?
I have to say, I don't think I've ever seen something like this. I'm guessing it'll be some kind of marine Widowmine drop.
Yeah.
This is kind of cool.
Yeah. I like how I like pose that to you, like as the Terran expert. You're like, all right. Never seen this before. Let's go.
Mate, I have no power in this region.
True.
I'm just here to take notes and learn disgusting things to TvZ players.
What have I done? What have I done? What have I done? All right, a crucial thing just happened. Oh, no, never mind. I was about to say that the Widowmine was hidden from the Overlord, but a little bit of a Link Scout did confirm the Widowmine, did confirm the medevac or the starport and all of the production. So GogojOey has an idea of what's coming. Speaking of, though, he is going for roaches.
Yeah, so something a little bit different coming out here. And I really like this for the size of the map as well. Going for roaches with such a short rush distance can really help you have a bit more control over the game as a Zerg.
Yeah, definitely. And this is kind of the bread and butter of GogojOey's ZVT. Before that happens, we do have a drop going into his main base. This was scattered as GogojOey had control of the watchtower. Oh, we'll see how much he can get done. Yo.
Light. There's a raven. What is happening?
there is a raven.
Oh my goodness. Help me.
What do you mean? It makes perfect sense. He's getting the raven. You know, Twitch chat was right all along. Just
Twitch
make a
chat
raven
was right.
to clear out the creep.
Mate, the creep's got no hope this game. And when the lunkers come out, the lurkers have no hope, man.
True. We're going to have all the detection, but we'll see if the game lasts that long, because you know what? The lings and the roaches are rushing across the map. GogojOey is looking to hit here and now. We do have a full wall off. We do have bunkers on the way. It looks like Naxin has caught on to what is going on. And what's important as well is he did keep the entirety of his drop alive.
Yeah, so just preserving all those units is really going to help. He's going to need those marines to help deal with the roaches here. This is a bit of an offbeat timing from GogojOey, and it does catch Naxin without any splash damage yet in terms of tank.
Yeah, exactly. And you know what? The deepers are about to go down. The lings are waiting for their moment to strike. Oh my god! Oh, the biles connect with the marines and the Widowmine.
Yeah, brutal timing coming in here, and we're just going to see the lings flooding in, and this is very awkward for Naxin to hold.
Exactly. The Raven can see all but can't do much about it. The tank comes out. The tank. It's gonna go down.
That tank was really key for him holding this position, and I think we're just going to see the end of the game here. Brutal timing by GogojOey, and GG is called.
GG, well played. Naxin, he was doing something crazy. He was doing some tricky flips, and he was doing who knows what he was doing. We didn't get to see what happened. Because
He's doing kick flips, mate. He's doing a 520. Tony Hawk over here.
He was losing his mind. But GogojOey just came out with the gun and shot him down, mate. It was
yeah, just taking that age-old day-night advice. If they're doing something crazy, just go kill them.
Feels bad, man. I wanted to see what was gonna happen. I wanted to see what the plan was for Naxin and how all of this was gonna like come together. But alas, as we saw, you know, the tank got surrounded, right? Even before that, like the biles were brutal. Even though there was a bunker, nothing ever filled the bunker either. Like it was a very haphazard kind of defense there for Naxin.
Yeah, he just kind of systematically broke down that wall, flooded in with the lings, and yeah, really well played by GogojOey, and takes the 2-0 quite quickly.
Yeah, there we go. GG, well played. Congratulations to GogojOey as he does move on to the next round. As I should probably update the admins. But if you're a fan of Naxin, do not fret, because again, there is a lower bracket. He still has another chance.
Yay. It'll be cool to see some of the different builds that he's coming out with, and hopefully a little bit less brutal for him so that he can kind of show his plans. It's always a bit sad when you've got like a very cool build that you want to try out and you just die.
Especially because like we've casted Naxin before. Like he's played in like Sparkling Tuna Cup and stuff like that, and once he gets like into the mid game, like he looks really good. He can look really impressive when he can get like his macro going. But alas, we didn't really get to be there in either game, right? You know, whether it was the Link Flood in the first game or the Roach Push here, like he was just kind of stopped before a good start.
Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, some of these builds where you are being a bit more aggressive, you are on that knife's edge in TvZ, where if if things go wrong and you lose your momentum, these kind of preset plans can really fall apart.
Yeah. Feels bad, man. Feels bad. But again, hopefully we get to see more of him later on. As I guess now is the time for us to have a look at that bracket.